Today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we do oracles. So today we have the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco, whom I have interviewed a number of times. We have the Celebration of Love by Eva Shakmar Sullivan, whom I've never met nor interviewed. And then we have the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle by Laura Tempest-Sakharov, whom I have interviewed a lot and will again on December because she has a new book out, and that book is wonderful. And we're going to be talking about that book that is called Visual Alchemy. And yes, I have the book right here. That's why I was looking down, like, what is the name of the book? So, anyway, my ears are okay. So, we're doing oracles today, and we're going to start with the Alchemy of a Witch. Hi, Kachi. Kachi is on Instagram. Welcome to the coffee break. For those who don't know, coffee break happens Mondays, tarot for the week, Wednesdays, oracles, and Fridays, learning the card for the day. And of course, we give the message and then we learn the card. And I try to make these videos every week. Sometimes I can. My dog has been sick. By the way, there is a donate for Uno button on Facebook if you feel so inclined to donate. My Venmo is Blue Witch. So let's see what the Anatomy of a Witch. Oh, we have fire, the heart. Fire with the heart. And let's see what is the message for fire. Hi, Vintage Locket. Welcome. So the card is fire, and the message read: working with fire requires developing an understanding that is grounded in respect. Fire can be difficult to ignite, yet also very hard to control and extinguish. When you go to light a flame, center yourself, breathe, and focus on your goal. Show the same level of care when it's time to snuff one's fire. So today we're talking about working with fire. Hi, Erica Ramirez. Welcome. And Regrens, welcome to the video. So again, working with fire requires developing an understanding that is grounded in respect. Fire can be difficult to ignite, yet very hard to control and extinguish. When you go to light a flame, center yourself, breathe, and focus on your goal. Show the same level of care when it is time to snuff out the fire. I always tell my apprentices, if you are working with fire, don't blow on the candle, especially if that candle is used for ritual purposes. Snuff it like that, or use a snuffer. That is the safest way to do it. Let's see what the Celebration of Love Oracle has for us today. And this is the cheesiest oracle I own, but I love it. I love this oracle. So I hope it gives us good messages for today. All right, let's see what we got. Midnight round trip. Cheerfulness. We've been asked to be cheerful. Believe it or not, I decided today that I was going to get up and try to be cheerful because I have not been. With a sick child is hard. Yes, I just called my dog a child. Go complain to your mama. Um, Cheerfulness. Okay, so Hi, Liliana. Welcome. Lilia, I'm sorry. Lilia, welcome to the Instagrams. So, the message for cheerfulness says you are being inspired to release and forgive an issue, irritation, or problem you have had with a good friend or an associate. I work on my own, so I don't know. You are being inspired to release and forgive an issue, irritation, or problem you have had with a good friend or an associate. It doesn't say forgive, it doesn't say, um, any other things. It just says let it go. All right, we are going to see the next one. Yeah, I do too, Janet. My animal is my child, but some folks get really irritated when we call our fur friends part of our family or children or whatever. And like I say, go fight your mom. you know, I am not gonna fight. If you think that is wrong to call your pet a child, then don't call your pet a child. I do call mine a child because he's my child. And he's right here. He decided to come and be here for the video today. So, speaking of complaining, no, I'm not speaking of complaining. I want to tell you where I'm going to be this season. So, on December 3rd, I will be at Viva la Mujer in Pilsen. It's going to be at the Casa de la Cultura in Pilsen on Saturday from 1 to 7. So I will be there at Viva la Mujer in Pilsen, Casa de la Cultura. And on Sunday, I will be at Krampus's Dark Christmas Night. Krampus's Dark Christmas Night at the Thornton Distillery in Thornton, Illinois. And that is from 12 to 7. So if you have a chance this weekend to join me and other vendors and other wonderful crafters and creators, please join us. A lot of us do all of this work on winter for you to have stocking stuffers and all your goodies for the season. All right, let's see what animal has come for us today on the reading. And we have, ooh, my goodness, we have the lioness. Oh my God, it gives Sekhmet vibes. Isn't this card beautiful? We've never got the lioness on this animal oracle, Wednesday oracles. We have never got the lioness, and I can assure you that because I've never seen this picture. Is so, oh my God, it's really striking. All right, so what is the message from the lioness? The magic. If you have ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of magic of this magnificent feline. Lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey and to protect the young. This contrast of lethal power and tender protectiveness is the key to lioness's magic. Plug into lioness magic in situations when you need responsible power and when you may need some help in restraining a destructive energy such as rage. Wow, that is very interesting because we were talking about letting go of anger, and now the lioness is telling us about this power. I love it. Love, love, love it. If you have ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of magic of this magnificent feline. Lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey and to protect the young. This contrast of lethal power and tender protectiveness is the key to the lioness magic. I hear you, lioness. Plug into lioness magic in situations when you need responsible power and when you may need some help in restraining a destructive energy such as rage. And the little rhyme says, protection, you are strongly protected right now. You are invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions. To protect others, we must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what the real power involves. Wow. You are strongly protected right now. You are invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions. To protect others, we must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves. You know, I'm not surprised that um that we pulled the lioness. I was just talking about the Viva la Mujer. And that event, Viva la Mujer, is for women, by women, for the community, obviously. But it's all about women power. And I am very in awe, and I am sure this came out today because I was talking about Viva la Mujer. I cannot, I will not think otherwise. And I hope the messages resonate with every single one of you. And I thank you for watching and for sticking around. This was a long video. So Saturday, Viva la Mujer, Casa de la Cultura Pilsen. Sunday, Krampus's Dark Christmas Night in the Thornton Distillery in Thornton, Illinois. I will see you then. And if you need a private session, you can always hire me for a private session on my Calendly. You can go to Linktree on Insta, or you can scroll in the comments here on Facebook. To all, have a great middle of the week, and never forget that you are loved. Bye bye.